I'm Kate Jewell, and this comic book video has been brought to you in part by the good folks over at Bambox, your #1 monthly crate filled with autographed and specialty goodies. You have original art prints like this wonderful Batman-inspired samurai painting, complete with certificate of authenticity, as with everything else in here. What else do we got going? Oh, just a shark signed by Tara Reid, star of those Sharknado movies. We also got a classic McLovin fake ID, so you can relive all your super bad dreams right here, right now. You can get all of this over at bambox.com, link down in the description. All sorts of interesting plans. Be sure to tell me your good pal Joel sent you, and with that, let's head on to the video, which is... We're taking a closer look at the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 32, before Legacy hits whatever became of Norman Osborn and his Green Goblin persona. Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we pick up with old Normie not long after his defeat by Spider-Man and Silver Sable. Osborn still vehemently believes that he could have defeated Spider-Man back then if only he had the Green Goblin power, which he doesn't right now because at the end of Superior Spider-Man, Peter Parker had developed a nano serum that made it so Norman couldn't goblin up anymore. Osborn is sparing absolutely no expense to try and undo the effects of the serum. In fact, he's getting quite creative with his therapy. But when Western medicine fails him, Osborn decides he'll go for something different, something new age, something holistic, something, well, magical. On the advice given to him by his acupuncturist, he decides to climb a mountain all Stephen Strange style, and lucky for him, this is the Marvel Universe, and atop pretty much every mountain there's some sort of ancient monastery for you to go join. These bald monks call themselves the Temple with No Name. Oh geez, that's creative. Did you guys stay up all night writing that one? They say that if Osborn managed to survive the trek to the top here, he must A, be pretty willful, and B, be pretty damn desperate, so it's only polite that they hear him out. Why, the monks even have a handy-dandy time-saving measure to make sure that someone is even worth training in the first place. They call it the Emerald of Icon. FYI, Icon was also a Doctor Strange villain. The process reveals that Norman Osborn does indeed have inside him the capacity to learn the mystic arts, if only he is willing to apply himself, and he totally does. He trains, he studies, he researches, and in fact, in his research, he draws a bunch of parallels between his story right now and the stories of famous magic users like Doctor Strange and Baron Mordo. Now, every magical monk school from Nanda Parbat to Kamar-Taj has its own fun gimmick, and for the Temple with No Name, it's all about choosing one spirit animal. You see, all the different monks don't have regular names, they're all named after animals. Once you claim your spirit animal totem, you can defeat your inner demon and then get mystical magical powers. It's just that simple. Slott actually does a pretty good job here faking us out. At first we think Norman is going to pick the tiger as his spirit totem. Oh, get it? As in you hit the jackpot tiger? Oh, but no, he's still a baddie at heart and refuses to let any cosmic force define his destiny, and as such he grabs a goblin mask, which they just so happen to have on the wall. With his new unlimited power, Norman, dubbing himself a new kind of goblin, teleports Spider-Man from New York to the monastery. The two have themselves a fight, but Spider-Man is not prepared to deal with a magic-packing Green Goblin. Shockingly, the monks are all cool with this fight, saying it's all part of the process for Norman to overcome his personal demon, in this case personified by Spider-Man. But even after Norman wins, he doesn't stop. He turns Spider-Man into a literal spider and then eats the spider just out of malice, or maybe because he was hungry. And it's right around here we realize that that fake out from earlier was actually a double fake out. None of this was real. It was a possible future brought to us by the Emerald of Icon. And, for once, a mystical magical relic actually does what it's supposed to do, warning the monks that if Norman was given the ability to learn magic power, he would instantly abuse said power. The monks not only kick him out, but they blackball him from all the other monasteries in the Marvel Universe, so it's not like Norman's gonna be hitting up Kunlun next or anything. Understandably, old Normie is heartbroken right now, but not as heartbroken as you would think. If anything, this experience makes him even more resolute in wanting to try and get the Green Goblin persona back, because he knows it is in fact possible now. So that was Amazing Spider-Man issue number 32, everybody, and overall, while it was an enjoyable diversion, it was still a diversion nonetheless, stalling for time until the new Legacy arc can start. I do personally love it when villains get the focus, and Norman Osborn is one of the more fascinating Marvel villains going. And while it was definitely a fun thought exercise to imagine what Norman Osborn would be like if he drew his powers from magic and not from science, at the end of the day, it's still hard not to regard this issue as it was all a dream ending. Overall, overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one a 6 out of 10. It was entertaining, but definitely not an all-time classic or anything. So that's Spider-Man, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, why not check out some of the other videos I've been working on. Then you can head on over to social media and follow me at Cape Joel, and if you're feeling in a supportive mood, want to become a patron, patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anybody else. That and other links are down in the description. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.